moment that immediately sparked a wave of speculation among fans. Jungkook, the BTS member known for his stage charisma, performed solo in a show that was not only surprising, but also raised a big question. Was there a hidden message intended for Jimin? This solo performance by Jungkook was not just an ordinary musical act. With a more emotional arrangement, choreography full of symbolism, and stage expressions that appeared more personal, the audience, especially the ARMY, quickly sensed a different nuance. The emergence of speculation that this performance implied something for Jimin was inevitable. Was it a form of tribute, a personal message, or merely a form of artistic expression? In the world of K-pop, especially within BTS, known for their emotional and professional closeness, every move by the members always receives intense fan attention. So, when Jungkook chose to perform a song with lyrics full of loss and longing, speculation exploded. Could this be related to Jimin's absence due to his current military service? Even more interestingly, sharp-eyed fans noticed that in one part of the choreography, Jungkook made a hand gesture he and Jimin often used on stage, a symbol familiar to longtime fans. This quickly became a hot topic on various online forums, including Twitter and Weverse, where phrases like JK for JM and Signal for Jimin briefly became global trending topics. It didn't stop there. Analysis of the song choice also became a topic of discussion. Jungkook performed a song with a theme of longing and silence, which he had never previously performed solo. Some fans even highlighted lyrics that mention "You're always in my shadow, even in silence," seen as an expression of longing for someone far away, in this case, Jimin. As two of BTS's main vocalists, their closeness over the years has indeed drawn attention, both in the context of friendship and on-stage chemistry. In addition, the moment felt even more intense because Jungkook didn't provide a direct explanation after the performance, as he usually does. This silence instead strengthened speculation that there was something deeper than just a solo act. In South Korean celebrity culture, subtle gestures or implicit messages are often a highly valued form of emotional communication, especially amid limited interaction during military service. From a fan's perspective, the performance is also seen as a form of emotional solidarity. Jungkook and Jimin are known to have a very close relationship, even referred to as soulmates by some fans. So, when Jimin is absent from the stage, it's natural that Jungkook's performance, different from usual, is seen as an emotional ode to his friend. However, many also argue that the speculation is too excessive. Some Korean entertainment industry observers advise the public not to jump to conclusions from a stage performance, as it could simply be Jungkook exploring his artistic side as a solo singer. One music critic even stated that the performance was part of Jungkook's creative process as he builds his identity outside the BTS brand. Nevertheless, it's hard to ignore the emotional momentum that arose from this moment. In a fandom culture as emotionally attached as ARMY, every detail, from wardrobe choices to body movements, can represent something deeper. Especially in the context of BTS members' known closeness and meaningful relationships, emotional interpretations like this make perfect sense, more than just a musical performance. This moment has opened up broad conversations about the emotional dynamics among BTS members, particularly during this transition period while fulfilling national duties. Many fans view this as real evidence that BTS, though physically apart, continue to maintain emotional closeness through works and subtle, yet meaningful, gestures. To this day, neither Jungkook nor his agency has issued an official statement regarding the meaning behind the performance. But one thing is certain, the performance left not only a strong artistic impression, but also touched the emotional side of fans who have long awaited every form of interaction, whether explicit or implicit. From BTS members now living different phases of life. Was Jungkook's solo performance truly a veiled signal for Jimin? Or was it simply Jungkook expressing his emotions as an artist in his solo phase? That question may never be answered directly. But for ARMY, Emotional interpretation is part of their love for BTS, and perhaps that's where the beauty lies. For some fans, Jungkook's performance is proof that BTS remains alive even when not complete information. Every individual action by the members is always seen as a representation of their collective bond, and this is not without reason. For over a decade, BTS has built a strong narrative about brotherhood, solidarity, and loyalty to one another. So, when one of them performs with such emotional depth, many see it not just as a personal expression, but also as a representation of the group's emotional connection. Many ARMY have linked this moment to the history of interactions between Jungkook and Jimin. The two are known to have a warm relationship, full of emotional support, and often encourage each other during tough times. Jungkook has even described Jimin as a safe place in several interviews, while Jimin has referred to Jungkook as a younger brother who makes him proud. With such closeness, every gesture that appears personal will always be interpreted as more than just a professional performance. Furthermore, this moment also opens up a broader discussion about how K-pop idols channel longing or feelings through artistic works. One of the most controversial elements in this solo performance is the absence of any form of tribute to other BTS members, especially Jimin, who has long been his stage partner and emotional counterpart. No throwback clips, no old voice recordings, and most strikingly, not a single name mentioned. For ARMY who are familiar with the close Jikook relationship, a fan term for Jimin and Jungkook, this is an emotional shock that's hard to digest.